Good evening, good evening, good evening. Noswitha, Croizo. Welcome back to the channel. Here we are, of course, for the raid tournament. Built for War still going on. I've done a bit of it, not very exciting. Let's just see. I think I have a war summon. I can feel I'm about to sneeze. Do you know that awful feeling like? Oh, there. No, I'm not going to do any more summons now. Anyway, there we are. For anybody, I put my finger on my nose, which obviously doesn't really work on what is essentially radio, but never mind. So we're jumping into the raid tournament. Let's jump in. Oh, goodness me, I hate this one. Right, let's just come out of there a second. Let's just have a look where we are. Defences D. They were B, they've slipped, but okay. Wins 5 for 5. Leaderboard, I'm assuming. It's going to be a bit of a mixture, this one, because there's no hard and fast rules. Lots of Season 2 and event heroes, I would expect. Primarily Season 2 heroes. I mean, some of these are... I don't know where Ayumi comes from. She's going to come up a lot, and I'm sure that I'm going to be... Well, as I know, I say I'm sure I'm going to be facing her soon. I'm going to be facing her right now. So let's jump in. Now, Ayumi is annoying in the extreme. Just like... so I could... there are many ways I could try and tackle it. I mean, the simple fact is a counter-attacker is extremely annoying. I'm going to swap... So Throttle is an armourer, Nima is a healer, and the combination, and also Throttle, Costume Throttle removes buffs from enemies, which means I might potentially be able to remove Nima's counterattack if Nima is still alive in a few turns, which ideally will not be the case, but I have to be realistic. If Nima is alive, I am going to have to address it. I think she probably will be based on the tiles so far. Yep. So obviously the counterattack is going to be annoying. Will do a lot of damage to my red heroes because they will do a lot of damage to her. This is one of those catch-22s of what do you do. I'm going to go for I'm going to go for it, and then I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to regret this because it'll do a huge amount of damage from each counterattack. I'm just about holding on in terms of damage done. I don't know what just happened. Oh, somebody's on Boxing Wednesday night. There we are. They're doing stuff. Oh, more going. Combos and planks. There we are. So the counterattack has largely done me a lot of damage. Might be able to come... This is the trouble with counterattacking heroes. Trouble with counterattacking heroes, full stop. Green tiles will do next to no damage to that fella. Dodge there on my side, that's handy. I don't think either of these two are healers. I don't think. Charge time, nearby enemies. Yeah, okay. They're not healers, which gives me a chance if I can manage to land some tile damage sufficient to finish these guys off in the time that I have. Red tile damage will do the most, except against the blue one, who is not going to suffer from it too much. I think, though, even allowing for the fact that I've only got one green, so I'm not heavily colour stacked with green, I think it should be enough now that the odds are now in my favour. Just because I've got more heroes alive, I've got a healer. Blunderbuss probably won't actually contribute all that much here because the red tiles won't do that much damage, and not that many yellow tiles are going to hit. Who is this? She looks... For a second, I might say she looked like she's got like an icy fart, but then I realise it's coming out of her elbows. Not sure that makes it better. Anyway, there we go. So very similar, really. I mean, these are all... I have no idea who most of these heroes are. We've obviously got Dragon Fist, Doodle, who I should recognise. Oh, Harry Worry. June, and Amethyst. Okay, so June and Amethyst I've probably seen before, but so yeah, these are like heroes. I've definitely seen. I know he's not called Hairy Wary, but that's probably. I'm assuming that's not how it's actually supposed to be pronounced. But I just like Hairy Wary. Hairy Wary, and oh, he's still standing. Come on, man, Hairy Wary, you should be dead. Yeah, just dodging everything. Oh, there we are. Dodge, 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 dodge. Don't know what his chances of dodging were. I was about to check, but he's dead, which is good, which suits me much better than if I actually had to work out how many times he'd avoided. He'd managed to turn a like 15% chance into like 100% chance, which seems to happen an awful lot. Not that I'm grumbling. Oh, hang on, no, I am grumbling, aren't I? Forgive me, trying to pretend I'm not grumbling when I clearly am. This is now me versus the Dragon Fist. Fist of Fun. And yeah, no, I mean, he's reasonable, but he's not going to be in. There we are. Yeah, that was there's nothing wrong with any of these. This is the thing with dealing with ooh, goodness me, what am I going to do here? Yeah, this is. I'm just like. I'm just trying to work this one out. So I could. I mean, this is defensively. It's not a bad ploy to go for reds, and then because then I'll be weak against the two either side. So I'm going to go for the. I mean, the obvious. Well, is there an obvious? I don't think there is an obvious answer here. I'm going to go for 3 blues and 2 reds. Let me just quickly check my gun. What does this one do? All targets hit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I don't want that with a healer, but otherwise. Oh, and I should swap. I've got 2 level. Right, okay. No, go with the other one then. No, okay, so I've got lots of level 5 guns. So, man, that should matter. Ish, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so the aim will be obviously to take out the tank as quickly as humanly possible. Did they dodge half the tiles then, or was it just my attack damage was rubbish? Probably just my attack damage was rubbish. Right, okay. So obviously I don't want them to go off, but I can't do anything about it. They're going to heal everybody. And not only are they going to heal everyone, they're going to give them all a bot to keep healing them. So yay! We get to watch them all keep healing themselves. And my blue tiles did next to nothing. Yay, because my blue heroes are rubbish. Oh, and they're healing again. So this is where they... Is this a charge? Was this charge attack? Oh, goodness me, that did nothing. Oh, it's pathetic. My blue tiles are just pathetic. Oh, look at that, right. It was over. I was hitting flea and it was already over. That was pathetic. I mean, honestly, my blue... All right, I'm just switching to mono. This is just silly. The heroes I'm facing off against are so overpowered. Triple stacking does nothing. You have to be 5 stacked to actually get any serious, significant amount of tile damage on any of them. And even then, I mean, they dodge half of the attacks you do. Yeah. I mean, this is where I keep saying, you know, that the new heroes are getting more and more overpowered. Yeah, and it's just how do you keep up with that? Well, the only way to keep up with it at the moment is to take big risks and go mono. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure that there'll be like an argument of like, oh, well, you could have done this or that, blah 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 blah. But the simple fact of the matter is that when you hit the tank with I think it was 9 on color tiles, and it's still triple stacked, and it still didn't. Their health was actually higher after the last set than they were after the first set. That hero is overpowered. You're fighting a losing battle at that point. You may as well just accept that they're just too powerful, and the only way that's it. That's like give up on the game. Yeah, that's roughly where I am, which is a depressing place to be. Now I've got to target that guy because he's got his special, summon dooby dooby doo. None of my tiles hit him. Again, dodge, taunt, whatever. Everything misses him. There we are. We've connected, but then it's just killed all my guys. I mean, it's just silly. It's just silly the amount of damage that some of these guys can do, and the fact that all I'm dealing with is heroes in the. I thought it was already dead. Heroes in the top bracket. They're just not heroes you can get unless you spend a lot of money. There we are. Well, that sucked. Hang on. We've still got one left. I actually feel slightly disappointed that I haven't got one left, to be fair. I mean, I'm just really not feeling this now. Just when you face off against heroes and you're just like, there's no way I can kill these guys. And this team's really badly put together, I would argue. I mean, okay, there's space to be able to say, like, yeah, they've, you see that? I mean, that sums up my point. Four quadruple stacked, and he's still standing. That's just mental. That's just crazy amount of power. Yeah. What can you do when you're facing heroes that just basically are so powerful that killing them becomes impossible, or next to impossible? I mean, when if it was a terrible board, it'd be like, yeah, that's fine. Oh, look, she's revived. I've killed her, and she's still going. Oh, still going again and again. I mean, this is just farcical now. I mean, this is why people give up on games like this. It just feels as if it's designed to make sure that you cannot win. It's one thing, when the odds of them dodging are 2% or 10%, and then they're dodging every single tile, then you know that is not, that the game, there's something going wrong. And and you just get to that point where you're just like, well, this is just crazy. This just feels like you're rewarding players. I mean, several of these teams have not been particularly well put together, and you're still struggling to beat them with really just doesn't matter what you do. I was about to say really well put together teams. I don't know, my teams are really well put together, but yeah. So I just find it infuriating, and I also feel I still don't get. I mean, I get people want to win, but I mean, the amount of money some of these people are spending on a game which just you're just not very good at it. You're not good. You haven't learned the game. You've just spent lots of money on it. I don't get why that would make you feel good. I mean, maybe I know real life works in a similar way. I guess that's probably what it comes down to. Real life works in a similar way. You don't have to be good at the game. You just have to be rich. Yay. I doubt that somebody will complain now about, you can get a better system. You're just jealous. Yeah, but for me, the game is a reflection on life, not life. But there are elements which creep in the same. And it just, this whole myth of hard work and talent, which is all you're ever told. If ever you say, oh, the system's rigged against me. No, you just need to work harder and do more, blah, 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 blah. But you cannot compete with people who have a ton of money, who may be useless. I mean, some of these teams that I faced, they're rubbish. They're really badly put together. They haven't thought out anything. They clearly just don't understand how the game works. But that's fine because they've got enough money to buy the best players for their team. Anyway, life. There we go. Anyway, there we are. That's my rant for this evening. Frustrating. But there we go. And 5-star raids, I always find the most frustrating by a long way because it's just so many overpriced, unavailable 5-star heroes. And the 5-star heroes that are available to free players are effectively negligible. You might get a few from summons, but basically you're looking at Season 1 heroes, and they just cannot compete. Anyway, there we go. Thank you for watching. Sullen, isn't it, really? But there we are. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care. Goodbye.